So it is now Tuesday, June 16th in Zurich, Switzerland. And today I'm going to go to Radio Lora and just follow up on my emails. It seems like we got lost in the email shuffle. And from what Florina said, it looks like email is not the best mode of communication here. It's either best to do a phone call. So I'll probably give them a phone call first. If I don't hear anything, I will go there. And you know what? I think it's worth it to just be bold because here's the thing. I came all the way to Switzerland. I don't know when I'm going to be back in Switzerland, right? So it makes sense to just execute as much as we can while we're in Europe. We already played in Berlin. We've done it. We were an international touring artist. We're playing in Zurich in 2 days. If I could also get the interview and we also had the photo shoot, I feel like we've well exceeded this trip and gotten all the juice out of the fruit, and when we go home, we come back with a lot of rich assets and experiences and things like that. So very important to me to at least try, because worst they'll say is no, and if they say no, I still have my 2 shows, I still have my photo shoot, and we come back with an amazing story regardless. So can't leave that part out. So I'm gonna get breakfast. I woke up at like 10 a.m. It's a lot going on. So I just want to make sure that I give it all my all. So here we go. Oh, see, this is how the wig looks, okay? This is from me just in my carry-on. This is part of why I did not keep my wig going, because I wasn't able to bring any wig stands or anything. And look at my hair right now. It's neat. It'll flow with the wind and it'll go back to normal. This needs my sacred Beyonce detangling spray, comb, and time to resettle. So yeah, that's why wigs, not the best touring companion, unless you have everything to take care of them, and that's if you can fit it all in your carry-on. So in America, we typically like to keep some personal space between other people, but I noticed that in Switzerland and Europe, the personal space is like very small. Like, you'd go sit at the subway, you're probably trying to leave a seat between you and the other person. Maybe that's just me, but here they'll sit right next to you eating their egg salad sandwich, but they're going everywhere. But that's besides the point. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just noticed that difference. There it is. So I'm headed back to the hotel. I'm gonna call Radio Lora, see if they pick up, and then probably just head by and stop by. It is so hot today. But yeah, we are making our way. We're gonna take the 2 tram back to the hotel. And I could try to dress up more, but when it's so hot and I have to lug a whole guitar, I'd rather be practical. So yeah. So I took the tram to the wrong location, and it looks like it might be starting to rain. So I'm actually gonna take the 2 tram back to my hotel, grab my guitar, walk over to Radio Lora, and then go from there. I tried to call, but it's not going through. So when all else fails, show up in person. So I'm going to be getting ready to go check out Radio Lora. I'm gonna put on a full face of makeup and get dressed as if I'm gonna do the interview today, because you never know. Sometimes how you show up will work, and they see that you're serious, and sometimes it won't. But I'm trying to call, but it's not working. All right, so here's the fit with my sneakies. Do I look like an artist? Well, I'm gonna go to Radio Lora to shoot my shot and see what happens. Hey, if they say no, I tried and I look good for the rest of the day. But we're gonna hope that they say yes, and We're gonna do our song, Matriarchy Battle Song, live from Zurich, Switzerland. All right, team, I'm all dressed up. I'm ready to go to Radio Lora. Let's see what happens. All right, we are outside. If you see here, there's Radio Lora. We're gonna crash the station and see what happens. Here it is right behind me. We're gonna go in. So we just got out of Radio Lora. We spoke to Yannick and another volunteer there. So they're going to see if there's someone who can interview me, which would be wonderful. Emails I know are tough and I know it's tight, but we're gonna hope that something positive comes from it. Now I'm gonna go on a boat. Honestly, I'm trying to get used to people looking at me. I know I look different, so I get it, but it's weird. Yeah, but I look cool, so I guess I can't deny it. And I saw like this video somewhere. It's like, listen, if people are looking at you, it's a form of like currency, you know what I mean? So let them look. I'm trying. I'm not used to it. Yeah. I got on the wrong tram, so let's hope that this one is the right one. Sometimes being bold pays off, so we're gonna find out. The people who aren't bold, start being bold. See what happens for you. Now look at what is in my hotel room. I don't know if it's in all of them, but I find that very odd. And I'm here on a tour. This is there. Okay, we made it to the pier just in time. They have another boat leaving at 4:30. So, and there's food and there's drink on it. So, a little dinner cruise to end my day. And look, it looks like it's just pulling up. Look at that. Right on time, man. I love that. Very excited. It's 90 minutes. I can't wait. On the water. Right, we are off on the boat tour. They just took our drinks and I can't wait to eat some dinner. I'm hungry. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but you can see the mountains. You can't see it, but there's snow on the mountains. Pretty cool. Oh yeah.
Sie brauchen einen für die Zone 10 zum Beispiel.
Ja, das ist Zurich.
Das ist nur diese Brücke.
So this is just apple cider from the barrel, alcohol free. You see? So, tastes pretty good. So I want to get the Riz Casimir, sliced chicken in a creamy madras curry sauce served in a rice ring garnished with fresh fruits. But we just have to make sure there's no nuts because I looked it up and it looks like usually there's almonds, sliced almonds, so I just gotta make sure. If not, I'm gonna do the chicken nuggets and fries. So behind me, that's where me and Florina were walking alongside the lake. So everything's gonna come a full circle. So for this boat, it looks like it stops at different locations because we're picking up some people. And you use your transportation pass in Switzerland to get on the boat. So I guess people can get on and off as they please. I keep seeing this graffiti everywhere. It says boys. I don't know what it has to do with anything, but I'll try to Google it. The actual meal I wanted, they said it has nuts in it, so I went for the safe option, fries and chicken nuggets. Looks like the shape of animals. Wahoo! We're eating classic mayo and fries. That's Europe for you. Tastes just like it looks. So here I start thinking about how DMSE Sports reached out to me to play FIFA Fan Festival, and I'm pretty excited, but I'm waiting for some details. So here we go. I'm just waiting for the contract to come through, and it's anxiety provoking. And with Europe, I'm trying to figure out, okay, do I need to leave more early to get back home to play the show on the 21st? Today is the 16th. So I've been sending follow-up emails, so I'm praying. They said that I'm going to get it shortly. That was on the 11th. So I hope it comes through. That'd be so cool. But either way, leaving right after shows what the rock stars do, right? So it looks like one of the traditions here is never to waste food, and my stomach gets full so easily, but I did clear my plate. Okay, I did eat most of my food. There's a little bit of salad. I bet I could eat it, but I'm not eating it. And this apple cider's been delicious. I think we're almost back to the port, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, feeling good. All right, we are back at the main dock. I'm probably gonna go back home or to the hotel, see if there's something nice to do tonight. That's social, that'd be cool. All right, off the boat. I don't know. We're gonna see what's going on in this town. But probably will give myself at least an hour to rehearse, put the set together. Not gonna lie, I can't wait to take this makeup off. It does what it needs to do, but when the time is done, it's like, get off my face. So part of this tour has required hiring videographers, photographers. So I finally got one that responded. That seems like they might be able to film and do photo of the show on Thursday, which would be great because we want to get really high quality video and photos, of course. So if I want to do bigger festivals, bigger shows, I have a really good highlight reel. So that's the hope. So we're back in the hotel. The goal now is to rehearse. I am not gonna lie, I'm a little tired. My right knee has been bothering me, but it's been a lot of walking. Like sometimes people don't always talk about like wear and tear on your body from having to carry like a really heavy guitar case. When I was in Berlin, I've had my Timberland boots, these black boots, and I've finally switched to sneakers. I got some at TK Maxx in Berlin because, yeah, if you're gonna do this, you need comfortable shoes. But yeah, I woke up and my knee was hurting pretty bad. So hopefully, with some rest, it'll get better. I kind of want to practice standing up because when I played my shows, I'm not going to be sitting. Like, we're going to be standing up, giving a show, and do the best we can. So first things first, get comfortable. That's what I'm going to do. Pick up my guitar, strum a little bit. These are the nails that I came with. I strum with this hand, so yeah, they're already wrecked, but at the end of the day, who cares? I think about it, I'm like, should I get it done? But it's going to get wrecked anyway, so. Dolly Parton, how do you do it? You tell me, because you be picking with those acrylics. Yeah, my camera keeps breaking for some reason. I got a case that had a cover, and then that broke too. So this is kind of where we're at. But luckily, you don't see the break or anything. I think when I zoom in like really, really close, then it gets a little blurry. But yeah, here we are. I might declam by the next time you see me. I don't know yet. All right, I got the bonnet on, and I'm gonna just take a minute to just sit for a minute before I start practicing. Headed to the fan there, but yeah, we have come a long way, and see if we can. This is us right now. Tired. Been up since I've been up for a while, but really got up at 10 a.m. So I noticed they don't change the sheets here. They just make the bed, which is interesting. Maybe that's what they do. I don't know. But I got a couple more days here, and then I'm out. I cannot wait. I'm very excited to play this show. Just got word from a videographer that they are husband and wife duo, so they might be able to get both, which I'm hoping they can do for a reasonable price, please. Yeah, that was pretty cool storming Radio Lora. Let's hope that it pays off. Sometimes being bold pays off. If it doesn't, sometimes things just don't align. Like I said, we can't control everything. Playing 2 shows in 2 different European cities and countries is crazy enough. So I'm not mad, at all. Just relaxing a little bit. Knees still hurting. Gonna give it some rest tonight. Pick up my guitar. Still trying to think of what's the best set, because in Germany I played Chasing the Stars, which got that Berlin Music Video Badge of Honor. I played Lend a Hand. I played The Guru. I played X's for a Reason. And I played In My Heart, otherwise known as Dedicated To. So I'm just trying to decide, do I want to give Switzerland the same, feeling? What kind of story do I want to tell? Because it seems like people are very receptive to the socially conscious songs, so I'm trying to lean more towards those. But we all have human experiences with love too. My music is usually about empowerment, but I think a song about banding together, talking to one another, listening to one another, Soldier of Love could be helpful. So I'm going to keep practicing those bar chords because they're really kind of hard to play, but I just want to make sure that it's as clean as possible. I want 0 mistakes. I'm not even playing. That's how I'm thinking right now. If we can execute it with 0 mistakes, then I'm okay. But we're just going to have to practice a little more on that. But I'm just thinking what's the story? Because I'm definitely switching songs up. We're going to do Matriarchy Battle Song because I played on Radio Lora. So that's already happening. It's already done. Then I'm going to do, what's it called? Lend a Hand still. I think I'm going to keep Dedicated To or In My Heart in there. We're just going to swap. And then I'm thinking, since I have the looping pedal, do I do Vibe as well? Because that one song is kind of funny and engaging, and I can engage the crowd, which I think is good to have in a nice video reel. So that gives me 2 looping songs. I use this looping pedal. It's right here. Oh, this is the loop station. This is what I use, and I plug in a microphone to the input, and then we just put a line out here. So I think it'd be a good use. It's lively because listen. We always want to try to stand out. You don't always want to play the same songs because it's just boring. So thinking, and this gives me a time to test what songs to work. I looked at my stats in Spotify after the Germany show, and actually people were listening to X's for a Reason. So to me, it tells me that they like that song. If people are going to search it later, Matriarch Battle Song is still up there. I think Soldier of Love is still up there too. So it tells me what kind of songs I should probably be playing, what people like. But that's where I'm going to probably try to get some more Duracell batteries for this, because when I play the show, I just want to be able to have this in a no power source. I hear that the power voltage here is a little different, and I want to keep this for as long as possible. I do have 2 of these. I didn't bring 2. I love to bring 2 of everything, but yeah, sometimes you just gotta pack light. So that's kind of where we're at. The boat ride was very nice and relaxing, and I didn't have to walk as much, so my knee feels a little better. I feel like today was a productive day. I might go out again because it's too early, but I need a nap. I definitely need a nap. When I'm in the mind of stuff, I want to keep going. Other thing is I have to start editing this documentary because I want to have a couple parts out while I'm on the plane back, so people can start looking at the journey that I went through, see more about Florina and what Switzerland and Berlin have to offer. But yeah. Okay, fam, I'm gonna be real with you. I just got word from that videographer photography team. They want like 1,400 CHF just to do like this 20-minute shoot, and they want transportation costs, which is smart business. I'm not gonna lie, but guess how much I paid for a videographer in Berlin? It cost me 250 euros. Okay. Just for the nice, high quality photo shoot and reels. Do you understand? Okay. Then it was 150 euros just for to shoot the show and give me reels. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're in 2 different places. Like I said, I'm in the most expensive country in the world right now. So we have some assets. So the question is to me, do I just get a tripod and just shoot it myself? I have my Audigo to get like the best sound. Make sure that's charged, and I just test, like, do a nice sound check to see how good the audio is going to be. That might be the better option. So I can still have it. It kind of defeats, like, what I wanted to do. But we got to capture this. We're not capturing this. Yeah, it's not even an option. So, all right, well, I'll keep looking. I'm on a journey to bring love back to my community. 'Cause as the days and years go by, it is missing, and I don't know why. Everybody in town is asking me how to spread love around, and I say it's gonna take a village. Yeah, there ain't no other way. So, good news. I was able to find a videographer for tomorrow for 150 CHF, which is way cheaper than some of the quotes I got. Some of the quotes I got were for like $1,450. Then I saw someone whose prices were like 300 or so for some videos and for some photos. So we got really lucky. So we are all set for coverage for the Zurich show. I was just practicing, my guitar scales to one of my songs, Soldier of Love, and just practicing the bar chords because I want to make sure I can play that song. 2 of the songs I'm going to do are going to be loop tunes. So I have like 4 to 5 songs that I can play. So we'll see which other ones. I definitely know I'm going to probably play The Guru, and I'm definitely going to play Lend a Hand. So I guess that's my 5 songs. The only thing is the first song is 5 minutes. So I'm probably really going to be playing 4 songs. So I'm trying to figure out what the story arc is going to be. Gonna have to figure that out. I'm not sure what the storyline is yet. Something about matriarchy, something about you will not fray like the thread. So, like, yes, we're at a war for being a good human. I think that's really the concept. What does that look like, being a good human? Lending a hand is about, lending a hand to yourself, stepping away from media, lending a hand to each other. Soldier of Love, same thing. We got to band together, talk to one another, listen to each other. And then, okay, there's a bug. But other than that, it's like one more song. And if you do like one that's really familiar and then Pretty in My Heart, it's about, to me, it's about kind of legacy, like people who are not around you or are around you, whatever. far away, near, they have you in their heart. So that's really it. That's all I got for you guys right now. It is about 8 p.m. and I don't really know what else to do right now. I might look and see if there's any dancing, but I'm tired kind of. I want to take this makeup off, but it's like if the makeup's on, I might as well make the best of it and wear it out. So that's kind of where we're at. And you might be wondering, how did I book this person? Let me get her name too. Hold on. Anastasia Miloslavskaya is the name of this photographer. So I'm very excited to work with her, and just found her. I Googled, or not Googled, but searched on Instagram. You just look for photographers, Zurich, and then I sent a lot of messages out. And not many actually answered. I feel like in Berlin, it was easier to find a photographer for a decent price and who was extraordinary. And I'll also make sure to mention her too, because, oh my God. And I think I have some video with us. She did a great job. I'm looking in front of me, there's an apothecary. I feel pretty good. Probably a little dehydrated, so I'll try my best to drink water. That's another thing. If you're gonna do this, drink water. Drink water, take vitamins if you need to. It's a good argument for staying in shape, taking care of your body. As you saw with Florina, she's not playing. She's mountain biking, running in front of me over walking. She has that speed and energy, which is amazing. So there's another message is like, take care of yourself, like get rest. Like I'm tired, so I'm actually probably gonna go to sleep early. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. We are in Zurich, Switzerland. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And this is one of those fountains that people drink from. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So I don't know what else to say. That's what I got for today's. Let's see, I got here on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. So we're at day 3. We are kind of like in between 48 hours to the show. This is when I started to get nervous. And then, of course, when I get there, I get nervous. But after, the nervousness goes away, so. One more thing, chargers. Oh my God. Why are all the chargers not the same? We went from micro USB, which my Beats headphones take, to we have a USB-A to Lightning. Then we have a USB-C to USB-A. And then we have USB-C to USB-C. I need something that has all of these chargers. If you know a product that has all these chargers, for traveling, it just makes sense. Unless I just get things that all have one charger. That's another solution, but oh my God, it's so annoying. Because now I gotta go spend more money. Yeah, but who cares? So Zurich is an interesting place. I mean, the trains run really well. It's a tram right there. Very efficient, and if you ever I've gotten lost a couple times, not severely, but I usually just get off on one and then you like use Google Maps or just look at the signs and it tells you where to go. Because the only thing that's a little confusing is like, how do you know which side to go? Because there's inbound towards the central station, Zurich HB, and then there's other ways you could go. So that concludes episode 5. Definitely check out episode 6 coming soon. Like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my music.